Have you ever been on a plane that suddenly jolts, throwing your heart into your stomach? That, my friends, is turbulence, the unpredictable movement of air. Just like a boat on a choppy sea, an airplane encounters rough patches in the atmosphere. These patches, invisible to the naked eye, can cause the plane to shake, drop, or sway. Turbulence is a normal part of flying. It's not a sign of danger. Think of it as a bumpy road in the sky. Just as cars are designed to handle potholes, airplanes are engineered to withstand even severe turbulence. In fact, airplanes are built to be incredibly strong and flexible, able to bend and flex without breaking. So the next time you encounter turbulence on a flight, remember this: it's just the air doing its thing, and those skilled pilots up front, they're trained to navigate these bumpy patches and get you to your destination safely. Now let's delve deeper into the fascinating world of turbulence. Imagine a fast-flowing river. Its surface may look calm, but beneath lies a world of swirling currents and eddies. Turbulence in the air is much the same. It's the invisible chaos that churns and mixes the atmosphere. Air, like water, is a fluid. It doesn't move in straight lines, it flows in complex patterns. When these patterns become unstable, we experience turbulence. This instability can be caused by a variety of factors, from thunderstorms to mountain ranges, to even the wake of another airplane. Understanding the causes of turbulence is key to predicting and managing it. Meteorologists, those weather wizards, use sophisticated tools to track weather systems and forecast areas of potential turbulence. Pilots, our guides through the skies, rely on this information to plan their routes and altitudes. Turbulence is a natural phenomenon. It's a reminder that the atmosphere is a dynamic and ever-changing environment. While it can be unsettling at times, it's essential to remember that turbulence is a normal part of the flying experience. Turbulence comes in different flavors, each with its own personality. Understanding these types helps us appreciate the complexity of air movement. First, we have clear air turbulence, or CAT, the stealthy ninja of the skies. CAT occurs in clear air, often at high altitudes, making it invisible to pilots and weather radar. It's caused by air masses moving at different speeds, creating a shearing effect. Next is thermal turbulence, triggered by rising columns of warm air. Often found near mountains or on hot summer days, it's the air's way of releasing heat. It's those bumpy rides during takeoff and landing on scorching days. Mechanical turbulence is caused by buildings and trees disrupting airflow. This makes flights over cities bumpier than those over open landscapes. Wake turbulence follows large aircraft, caused by spinning vortices from wingtips. Pilots avoid these trails, especially during takeoff and landing. Finally, frontal turbulence is associated with weather fronts, the boundaries between warm and cold air masses. It's the bumpy prelude to a storm, or the turbulent aftermath of a passing cold front. Imagine cruising smoothly at 35,000 feet, the sky a canvas of endless blue. Suddenly, the plane jolts violently, tossing you around like a rag doll. Welcome to the unpredictable world of clear air turbulence, or CAT. CAT is the phantom of the skies, invisible to the naked eye and even to conventional weather radar. Jet streams, like invisible conveyor belts, create wind shear, leading to CAT. When air masses collide, they create invisible waves, resulting in those unexpected bumps. CAT is challenging because it's difficult to predict and avoid. Advancements in technology are helping to improve CAT detection and provide pilots with more accurate warnings. Section 5. Thermal turbulence, riding the heat wave. Imagine soaring over sun-drenched fields or rugged mountain peaks. The air feels alive, rising and falling like an invisible roller coaster. This is the realm of thermal turbulence, where the sun's energy fuels the atmosphere's dance. As the sun warms the Earth's surface, it heats the air directly above it. This warm air becomes less dense and starts to rise like a hot air balloon, creating thermals. These rising columns of air can reach thousands of feet, carrying birds of prey to soaring heights and giving glider pilots a free ride. When an airplane encounters a thermal, it's like hitting an invisible speed bump. The rising air lifts the plane, while the surrounding sinking air can cause a sudden drop. This up and down motion is what we feel as turbulence. Thermal turbulence is most common on hot summer days, especially over land masses that absorb and radiate heat readily. It's also prevalent near mountains, where slopes facing the sun heat up quickly, creating strong updrafts. Pilots are well versed in recognizing the signs of thermal activity, such as cumulus clouds, those puffy, cotton-like formations, which often mark the tops of thermals. Section 6. Mechanical turbulence, stirred, not shaken. Imagine a city skyline, a forest of skyscrapers piercing the sky. Now picture the wind weaving its way through this urban jungle, creating swirling eddies and gusts. This is mechanical turbulence, the city slicker's version of a bumpy ride. Any obstacle that disrupts the smooth flow of air can create mechanical turbulence. Buildings, trees, mountains, even bridges, they all act like rocks in a stream, causing the air to eddy and swirl. The taller the obstacle, the greater the turbulence it can generate. This is why flights over mountainous terrain or near cities tend to be bumpier than those over flat, open landscapes. The rougher the terrain, the more the air is forced to twist and turn, creating a turbulent wake in its path. Pilots are well aware of the effects of mechanical turbulence and adjust their flight paths and altitudes accordingly. They may try to fly above the layer of turbulent air or choose a route that minimizes exposure to obstacles. Section 7. Wake turbulence. Following in giant footsteps. Imagine a jumbo jet, a behemoth of the skies, soaring through the air. It leaves behind more than just a vapor trail. It creates invisible whirlwinds that can toss smaller aircraft around like toys. This is wake turbulence, the invisible danger that lurks behind large aircraft. As an airplane generates lift, it creates a swirling vortex of air at each wingtip. These vortices, like miniature tornadoes, trail behind the plane and can persist for several minutes, posing a hazard to following aircraft. The strength of wake turbulence depends on the size, weight, and speed of the generating aircraft. The larger and heavier the plane, the stronger its wake. This is why there are strict regulations governing the separation distances between aircraft, especially during takeoff and landing when wake turbulence is most dangerous. Pilots are trained to anticipate and avoid wake turbulence. They use a combination of visual cues such as observing the preceding aircraft's flight path and air traffic control guidance to maintain a safe distance. Section 8. Frontal turbulence, when air masses collide. Imagine two armies clashing on a battlefield, their lines surging back and forth in a chaotic struggle. This is akin to what happens in the atmosphere when warm and cold air masses collide, creating frontal turbulence. Weather fronts, those boundaries between air masses of different temperatures, are breeding grounds for turbulence. As warm, less dense air is forced upward by colder, denser air, it creates instability and rising thermals. This turbulent mixing zone can extend for hundreds of miles along the front. Frontal turbulence can be particularly intense near thunderstorms, those towering behemoths of the atmosphere. The rapid updrafts and downdrafts within a thunderstorm can create extreme turbulence that can toss an airplane around like a leaf in a tornado. Pilots use weather radar and forecasts to track the movement of weather fronts and thunderstorms. They will often try to fly around these turbulent zones, but sometimes it's unavoidable to encounter some bumps along the way. Section 9. Pilots, the masters of the turbulent skies. Imagine yourself behind the controls of a plane, soaring through the vast expanse of the sky. Suddenly, the aircraft shudders, caught in the grip of unexpected turbulence. But there's no panic, no fear in the cockpit. The pilots remain calm and collected, their years of training and experience kicking in. They interpret weather charts and make split-second decisions. Pilots may request a different altitude from air traffic control. They are in constant communication with air traffic control. Section 10. The science of safety, built to weather the storm. Imagine an airplane, not just as a mode of transportation, but as a marvel of engineering, a testament to human ingenuity. Designed to withstand the most extreme forces, it's built to weather the storm, literally. From the wings that slice through the air to the fuselage that protects its precious cargo, every component of an airplane is meticulously engineered to endure the stresses of flight, including turbulence. The wings, for example, are designed to flex and bend, absorbing the bumps and jolts of turbulent air. The fuselage, the main body of the plane, is constructed from lightweight yet incredibly strong materials, such as aluminum alloys or carbon fiber composites. These materials can withstand immense pressure and stress without breaking, ensuring the structural integrity of the aircraft even in severe turbulence. Moreover, airplanes undergo rigorous testing, both on the ground and in the air, to ensure they meet the highest safety standards. These tests simulate various flight conditions, including extreme turbulence, to ensure the aircraft can handle anything the skies throw its way. Section 11. Conclusion. Embracing the bumps on our aerial journey. As we've explored the fascinating world of turbulence, from its invisible causes to the skilled pilots who navigate it, one thing is clear. Turbulence is a normal part of flying. It's the air doing its thing, swirling and churning like an invisible dance. While it can be unsettling at times, it's essential to remember that airplanes are built to handle even the most severe turbulence. They are marvels of engineering designed to flex, bend, and withstand the forces of nature. So, the next time you encounter turbulence on a flight, take a deep breath and relax. Think of it as a free roller coaster ride, a testament to the dynamic nature of our atmosphere. Trust in the science, trust in the engineering, and trust in the skilled pilots who are trained to guide you safely through the bumps and jolts of your aerial journey.